Hi friends, and welcome back. Today I'd like to shed a little bit of light on our own experience on cancers, not only childhood cancer but adult cancers as well. We have experienced both with Reef and with my father-in-law, Donald. A lot of people think that when you get your cancer diagnosis, you basically get your treatment plan, or your medications, chemotherapy, radiation, surgery, whatever the doctors have said that you need, and then you go into remission, and then you're cured and you live happily ever after. But it's not that simple. Usually it's very complicated, and there's a lot of side effects that happen from the medications and things that you're trying to use to actually fix one problem. So Reef's initial diagnosis in the very beginning was acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
That was nice.
And then they told us that he needed 6 months of chemotherapy. So basically you think to yourself at that stage, well, 6 months is a really long time, but it's okay, we can get through that. You know, if we give him 6 months of chemotherapy, he's going to be fine, no problem. But after the 6 months, with Reef, the chemotherapy didn't even touch the cancer. He did not reach remission. He was very ill. And we were told that he needed a bone marrow transplant in order to cure or get rid of his leukemia. So he had a bone marrow transplant just before his first birthday. And his leukemia was in remission, or cured as they say, but so many other complications arose from the BMT. So it took 8 months for his platelets to engraft, which meant that he had bleeding on the brain, he suffered seizures, he had a lot of speech delays, he had physical delays, occupational delays. He was very sick. He was open to infections all the time, and he got what they call graft versus host disease. Not a lot of BMT patients get this, but he did. He got it. And in the acute phase, which was straight after the bone marrow transplant, his skin was so bad that literally if you touched it, it fell off or would blister and bleed. It was horrific. He was in severe amounts of pain. He would scream every night. He had GVHD of the gut, which meant that any nutrition that we were putting into him was not being absorbed by the body, so he was failing to thrive. He was just so ill during that acute phase of graft versus host that's when we decided to come to America, because South Africa didn't know about the graft versus host. And then his graft versus host moved into the chronic phase, but he got the contractures of his hands and legs, and couldn't walk, battled to talk, had a lot of delays. And then, so yes, he is in remission from leukemia, but he has all these other problems and issues that you have to try and fix. So you just feel like you're constantly putting out fires and going on to the next issue and the next issue. And so you give this treatment to fix this problem, but then you're just creating another problem down the line. And that's how Reef got his skin cancer, because he was on certain medications. It made him more susceptible to UV rays. And then when he was exposed to the UV rays, it exacerbated in his body and gave him squamous cell carcinoma. And that was where the secondary cancer came in. And so then you've won one battle only to have another battle to contend with. And now the skin cancer is on his head, and it's just gotten worse and worse over the years, and now to the point where it's almost into the brain. And his squamous cell carcinoma is very rare in children, so they don't have a lot of available treatments specifically in children for this kind of cancer. It's more of an adult cancer. And so the options that you have are surgery, radiation, and chemotherapy or immunotherapy, which is what Reef is getting. They've obviously done surgery. They've taken out as much as what they can. They're possibly going to take some more, and then he would need radiation. But again, with those treatments come more complications. So cancer is never just straightforward. It's never just, okay, I've got cancer, I need to treat it and I'll be fine. It's so much more than that, and it's years and years and years of complications and overcoming battles. And that's where your faith comes in, because you just need to hang on to something that's solid and stable. And you know, we can, no matter what's happening, we need to believe. We need to believe that Reef is going to get through all of these challenges, and just believe that there's a bigger purpose for everything that not only Reef goes through, but all these children go through. We need to have faith, and we just need to believe that there has to be some good that's going to come out of all of this bad and all of these difficulties and these challenges that not only Reef but all children and people with cancer face. It's a constant battle, it's a constant uphill battle. But we've found as a family, if we have faith and we believe, then we're able to just keep going and keep getting through this and keep fighting for another day. So if you would like to find out more, please join us for other videos. Please subscribe to our channel, and yeah, God bless you, and thank you for listening.